The movie opens with a lavish party attended by the wealthy people. Among the guests, a couple thoroughly relishes the festivities, just like everyone else. No one in the party knows that these two seemingly innocent individuals have a plan to steal the expensive cars collection of the party organizer. Before long, the party organizer makes his grand entrance, regaling everyone with tales of his impressive cars collection, blissfully unaware of the impending catastrophe about to unfold. In the dimly lit room, Mason, who is the leader of the thieves, requests him to have a test drive. As the organizer begins to sense danger, darkness engulfs the space, shrouding everything in a creepy silence. Mason's team springs into action, swiftly neutralizing the guards and gaining control over the organizer. The organizer's distress is obvious as he realizes that he is about to fall victim to a grand robbery. After successfully executing their plan, Mason's team swiftly runs away with the stolen cars, leaving no trace behind. Mason thinks of selling the cars and getting a big fortune. He envisions a future with his girlfriend Amelia, blissfully unaware of the impending doom that will shatter his dreams. The authorities become aware of their presence and relentlessly pursue Mason and his team, who are taken aback and concerned over the sudden revelation of the FBI's knowledge about their mission, leading them to suspect the presence of a betrayer within their ranks. In a shocking turn of events, Mason finds himself face to face with betrayal from an unexpected source that is none other than Amelia, who is an undercover FBI agent. With a gun in hand, she confronts Mason, demanding his surrender while expressing her reluctance to take his life. Despite his profound emotional pain, Mason remains steadfast in his loyalty to his team and decides to proceed with the plan. He instructs his team to throw all the cars into the water. The team obeys Mason's commands, driving the cars into the water. They can't help but feel a mix of betrayal and sadness as they watch the cars disappear beneath the surface. Mason, with his cunning wit, manages to outsmart Amelia and make his escape. 1 month passes and we find Mason in a state of retirement, feeling disheartened by the betrayal he has experienced. Mason is taken aback when his brother Shawn pays him an unexpected visit. Knowing that Shawn never does anything without a purpose, Shawn pleads with Mason, urging him not to let a girl destroy his life and to return to the team. Emphasizing the importance of his leadership for their heists, Mason adamantly declines, expressing his unwillingness to engage in any further acts of theft. Frustrated, Shawn storms off, venting to Mason about the team's dismal state in his absence. At FBI office, Amelia musters up the courage to confide in her boss, expressing that she has severed ties with Mason and has reached a point where his presence no longer holds any significance in her life. She receives a rather unexpected message from her boss, informing her of Mason's team's daring plan to rob a bank. Without hesitation, she is entrusted with the crucial task of managing this high-stakes mission. She is taken aback, yet agrees to take on the job. On the other hand, one of Mason's trusted team members, Link, calls him and relays the shocking news that Shawn intends to rob a bank. Mason is shocked to hear the news as he can't expect such a daring escape taken without his consent. In a tense scene at the bank, Shawn has the manager under his control, demanding that he unlock the vault. Mason's arrival at the bank interrupts Shawn's plans, and he wastes no time expressing his disapproval. Mason gets angry with Shawn about the potential consequences of their actions, emphasizing the grave danger that the entire team could face if they continue with such a dangerous plan. Mason abruptly stops the team's mission, only to be thwarted by Shawn, who ushers the manager into the scene, adamantly determined to carry out the robbery until the end. Mason's frustration reaches its peak, only to be interrupted by the manager's swift action. Instantly, the bank alarm sets off, adding to the chaos. The team finds themselves in a tense situation with the security on high alert. They must quickly gain control over the guards and hostages, knowing that their success in the heist now hinges on their ability to handle the situation wisely and turn the table in their favor. Link skillfully breaks into the bank's security system, following Mason's instructions to remotely lock all doors. Mason reprimands Shawn for endangering everyone. In a stunning revelation, Shawn discloses that in the safety box number 1140 there is a crypto wallet worth $600 million. Mason's curiosity is piqued, and he forces the manager to unlock the vault. But to open the safety deposit box, they require 2 keys, one of which is in its owner's possession. To know this, Mason gets irritated, thinking their carefully crafted plan may not succeed. In a last-ditch effort, Mason resorts to threats, forcing the manager to open the box with the help of computer. So, Link is instructed to use computer to open the desired box, and she starts trying to open it. Outside the bank, the police have arrived, surprising Link, who wonders how they came so quickly. The manager taunts Mason, saying the police knew about their plan in advance, causing Mason to realize they are trapped. The FBI agents, led by Amelia, arrive too. The police captain is taken aback by Amelia's presence, cautioning her that this matter concerns the local community. Amelia confidently claims that the robbers are of extreme danger and that the local police cannot handle them effectively. Mason interrogates Shawn, inquiring about the origins of the crypto wallet. Through their conversation, Mason uncovers the intriguing revelation that Isabella Farrow, who is a person of considerable wealth, owns the wallet. Mason has a sneaking suspicion that this information could potentially be a trap. Amelia reaches out to the bank, catching Link off guard with the sound of her voice. They laugh about the heist as Link casually mentions that Mason has decided to retire and Shawn is the mastermind behind it all. Mason is filled with nostalgia as he hears Amelia's voice and engages in a heartfelt conversation with her. Amelia cautions him about Shawn's carelessness, revealing that his actions had inadvertently alerted the FBI to their plan several weeks ago, thus laying the groundwork for this trap. Mason insists on a 50-foot perimeter being cleared, threatening the lives of the hostages. Amelia agrees to act upon Mason's instruction as she is fully aware of his unwavering decision. Link opens box 1140 only to discover that it is empty, leaving her to realize that the box is nothing more than a clever decoy. The manager reveals the box is elsewhere, causing Mason to lose his temper. The manager is faced with threats, leading to the revelation that the VIP customers' boxes are located in the building adjacent to the current one. Mason is determined to get his hands on the actual box, even if it means risking a confrontation with Abel Salazar, who is Isabella's formidable boyfriend. Abel Salazar. In the bustling streets, Abel Salazar's liaison, Mr. Flowers, urgently instructs Amelia to secure the bank swiftly. Amelia is confused, but follows orders, knowing her superiors are corrupt. Mason and Shawn burst through the wall. Their determination is evident as they forge into the next building. As they forge ahead, the situation turns for the worse, with a hole in the wall as a grim reminder of the escalating circumstances. As Mason inquires about Shawn's source of information regarding the box, Shawn promptly clarifies one of his men revealed the details to him. Mason is completely shocked by this revelation, as Alex has spent the past decade behind the bars. The situation unfolds as an elaborate scheme planned by the FBI, luring unsuspecting individuals into stealing the mysterious box from a distant era. Mason angrily calls Amelia and berates her, accusing her of endangering their safety by not doing her job. Amelia is utterly baffled by this, prompting Mason to clarify that the box they are on the verge of stealing belongs to a billionaire, Abel Salazar. "Amelia, you're trying to get us into trouble with Abel Salazar instead of just apprehending us," Mason continues, leaving Amelia utterly shattered as she realizes that her boss has been manipulating her from the start. Amelia reaches out to her boss, expressing her concerns and questioning his actions, wondering how he could treat her in such a manner. The boss describes Abel Salazar as an incredibly influential figure, emphasizing the importance of obtaining his safety box in order to neutralize him. And so it comes to pass that the knowledge of the safety box finds its way into the hands of Shawn. "Amelia, trust me, acquiring that box is crucial for the safety of your friends," her boss tells her. Amelia's trust in her boss has completely faded away. As the sun sets, a formidable military team of special forces arrives to assume control of the mission. They are determined to break into the bank, but with his sharp wit, Mason contacts the media with Amelia's assistance. The media begins to report on the military operations, painting a grim picture of a military that appears indifferent to the lives of hostages, seemingly intent on eliminating everyone. Witnessing this, the Special Forces commander becomes deeply disturbed and is compelled to suspend the mission to prevent a violent disaster from unfolding before the eyes of the world. As the story unfolds, Mason's team ventures into the building adjacent to the bank, only to discover a surprising twist. Instead of the expected safety boxes, they stumble upon a hidden computer server. This confuses Mason, so the manager clarifies that the safety box they are looking for is a hard drive that contains all the black records of the year 1000. "If you understand, you can reveal the year 1000, but we will all face certain death," the manager cautions. Mason becomes aware of the situation and urgently contacts Amelia, pleading with her to do whatever it takes to rescue his team. Upon hearing this, Amelia's eyes are filled with tears as she comes to the heartbreaking realization that Mason is willing to make the ultimate sacrifice to ensure the safety of his team. The team members begin hacking Abel Salazar's drive to copy the data. To buy some time, the team decides to release the hostages, which will take approximately 10 minutes. As the tense situation unfolds, a glimmer of hope emerges as the hostages are finally released from captivity. However, time continues to tick away with only 5 minutes remaining to complete the copy process. Mason tells his team members to go out one by one, but to stay in front of the media all the time, because the military won't kill them in front of the media. One after another, the team members begin to leave. As Shawn's turn arrives, a sudden realization dawns upon him. He musters up his courage to approach Mason and humbly apologizes. In a moment of self-awareness, Shawn acknowledges that he is responsible for all this happening. As the clock ticks down, the remaining team members, Mason and Link, find themselves as the last hope. The remaining team members have been captured, leaving them to face the daunting task ahead. However, the military grows increasingly impatient with only 3 minutes remaining for the crucial data to be copied. They are determined not to grant Mason and Link more time than necessary. Without their being aware, Mason has cunningly rigged the server with explosives as they boldly storm into the bank. In a dramatic turn of events, the military finally arrives at the server room, only to be met with an unexpected and devastating outcome. Just as they are about to take action, Mason, with a swift and calculated move, sets off the bomb, resulting in a massive explosion that shatters everything in the scene. A few days later, we see Amelia's boss scolding her, saying there was an explosion at the bank, but no dead bodies were found. He is sure that Mason and his team are still alive. Disregarding her superior, Amelia departs, clearly choosing to resign from the FBI. The scene then shifts to an island where Mason is vacationing with Amelia as they have amassed great wealth. Mason recounts the events describing how he survived in such a life-taking situation. He reveals to her that a clever strategy involving a threat to Abel Salazar's men was employed, as his team made it clear that any harm inflicted upon them would result in the exposure of Abel Salazar's extensive criminal activities. He also tells her $1 million were transferred to the accounts of the hostages and the manager so they could enjoy the rest of their lives. Upon hearing this, a gentle smile graces Amelia's face, bringing the movie to its ending. Thanks for watching. Hope you have enjoyed it.